charity that's been helping people struggling with poverty for more than 50 years says it's seen a marked increase in demand for help since the start of the year. Dublin's Capuchin Day Centre has just fully reopened services following 2 years of closures because of COVID. Well, our news correspondent Zara King is there for us this lunchtime. Zara, it's been a busy morning there.
Yes, Colette, Brother Kevin and his team have been working really hard this morning, handing out those weekly food parcels. They're handed out here on a Wednesday morning. But crucially, I suppose the items in those food parcels, Colette, are things that have become a lot more expensive in supermarkets. They have noted the fact that the numbers have increased since January here. So previously they would have been handing out around 800 to 850 food parcels a week. To say that they were handing them out through the pandemic, they were handing them out through the door while the centre was closed. But now, today, as we speak, they've handed out 1,050 food parcels this week. So it does give you some indication of the situation that we're dealing with in terms of that pinch and the rising cost of living. Brother Kevin telling us earlier today that, for one example, they had a family this week when they reopened coming through the doors for breakfast. It was a family with 4 children. He said they couldn't give the children breakfast at home, so they came here for breakfast so that the children would be fed going to school. Brother Kevin says the situation is critical.
What I'm hearing at the moment is that it's impossible for them to make ends meet. And since January, the numbers have increased enormously. Some people, they are in fear. They're in fear of the unknown. They're in fear of the rising prices. I have met people who are going to bed at night time because they can't put on the heat.
Well, Colette, it's not just the cost of things like groceries and heating for people who are homeless. The rising rent cost means that having your own property or having your own place to live is becoming more and more unattainable. Alan Bailey, the manager of the centre here today, telling us that they are seeing people who are becoming new homeless over the last couple of weeks, particularly since January. We also spoke to one gentleman who was here today to collect a food parcel who told us that he's been homeless for the last 4 years and he's really keen to get his own place, but says that with those rising rents he thinks it's impossible.